For those of you Brits over in London, the glorious international dateline in the UK. Uh, but Blizzard made the decision to go ahead and release the game early for those of us actually having physical editions that aren't going to be able to download it in time. They actually released the physical editions a day early before the actual release date. They moved the release date back just so everybody could be able to go live whenever the servers do. And I thank them for it. I get to play the beta. It was fantastic. It's one of the best betas I think I've ever participated in. And I normally try not to pre-order games unless they're going to be like humongous, like this one. I do know there's a bit of a stigma around that with developers shipping shitty games and all that, but more developers need to do an open beta like Blizzard did. More developers need to do that because it drove beta sales. I feel like the open beta really drove sales because I knew nothing about Overwatch going into it. I'd heard the hype, but knew very little about it. Uh, I knew very little about it going into it. I played, I think, 6 hours of the beta, just a few matches, and fell in love with the game. It was fantastic. And I immediately went and put a pre-order in on Amazon for the collector's edition. The day after which the collector's editions were completely sold out, which proves that good betas and good games will sell themselves. But the whole reason why you're all here, I hope I think two of you watching right now, is this wonderful glorious thing. And yes, it is heavy. This is a monster of a box. This thing has weight to it, which gives me high hopes. And now one thing I want to point out real quick is that right there, do not sell before May 23rd, 2016. Amazon pretty well just sent me this straight from this is the box straight from the manufacturer. Amazon sent me this instead of unboxing it themselves and putting it in their own Amazon box. They just put this in an Amazon box and sent it to me. Said the heck with it. But let's get down to it. Try not to open beyond the flaps. I don't want to damage the actual content. And inside this box we have another box. What? Is that a card? That's a cardboard slip. A little cardboard slip there. Don't know what that's doing here. Get rid of that. And there it is. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. What is this? What is this? Jesus. If I could. That's taped in there. Get out of here. Don't need that anymore. Cats will play with that later. And here we have it. Here we have actual that is a heck of a box. That is. Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. If I get this plastic off of here, get rid of that. Oh god, that's heavy. That, my friends, is the Overwatch Collector's Edition box. And as usual, it's got the little pieces of plastic tape. Look at this thing, though. This thing is massive. Look at that. This is one of the best. Just the box itself. I love packaging. I love the way people package things. And this is gonna be one of the best collector's editions already I've ever had. I love the Doom collector's edition. I've got my Revenant sitting right up here on the shelf. I love the Doom collector's edition, but I think this took over as my new favorite. This is great. Get that little bit of tape off of there. Try not to damage the actual artwork. This box is a piece of art itself. That is. Wait, this one's a little bit better taped on, but there we are. Got that one. And it's very, very bright orange on the bottom. Look at that. That is amazing. That little slip right out of there. That's a little slip right there. Set that off to the side. And there you have it. Look. Beautiful. Look at this thing. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm going to assume that, yep. That slides out so gracefully. No effort, it's not hanging on anything. This is so well done. This is so well put together. I'm in love. And inside of that box we have another box. No? Oh, it hinges. It's a hinge. It just, oh my. Oh my lord. This thing just hinges open. If I could turn it around here to show you, it just hinges open. Look at that. In there we have the Soldier 76 statue, I'm assuming. And I'd say that's probably where all of our weight's coming from. Oh, yeah, I was right. That's a good chunk of it anyway. That is the Soldier 76 statue that comes with all the collector's editions. And it's Blizzard, you never fail to disappoint me with your collector's editions. Had the Diablo 3 and Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls collector's editions as well, and they were beautiful games, beautiful collector's editions. In here we have this thing, the visual book held in with a little piece of Velcro. Wonderful little thing. Now this, I feel like, is where a lot of the weight's coming from as well. If I can, and this is actually a felt interior that's, I think, glued to the cardboard. This little bit right here, is felt, and it's glorious. I could go on all day about how good Blizzard does with their collector's editions. They never fail to disappoint me. I just can't see. It's in there very tightly. Oh yeah, I think it's heavy too. Overwatch Visual Source Book. Not really sure what this is. Nice little, very thick plastic slip on that. Let's see what else is in the box before we get into this. Set this off to the side for the moment. Do the individual unboxings of the unboxing. And of course, in the bottom, we have the Collector's Edition soundtrack, which Overwatch does have some very good music. There's a very talented team at Blizzard that put this game together. Oh, we got the track listing on the back. Overture, Rally the Heroes, Temple of Anubis, The World Could Always Use More Heroes, which is a cinematic intro. It's a very... The music in the beta was great. And of course, the game itself. Nice little steelbook case. Here we have for the... I'm going to try to cover up that code best I can. The Noir... I think I'm pronouncing that right. Noir Widowmaker skin. The instructions on the back. Nice little steelbook case. The actual Overwatch install disc with the game codes under my fingers. But I am going to do my best. I don't have a disk drive in this current PC, so I'm just going to have to download it. Fortunately, my internet connection is fairly decent. But that is great. Very nice steelbook case. And in the bottom we have one more little thing here. Oh, well, there's a couple of things actually. Heroes of the Storm, free hero. Oh my lord! Free card packs for Overwatch. 3 free card packs for Overwatch. I mean, I'm not Overwatch. I'm an idiot. Hearthstone. Sorry. 3 free card packs in Hearthstone. That is fantastic. This is actually Jaina. The free hero for Heroes of the Storm is Jaina. A guest pass for World of Warcraft and a guest pass for StarCraft 2. That's a nice little thing. If you're a fan of Blizzard, you probably already have all of these anyway. The actual World of Warcraft and StarCraft, so those probably aren't going to be that big of a deal. But the Hearthstone packs, I will be definitely using those. I still suck at the game, and I have very little cards. And in this here we have Overwatch postcards. Got this little thing here. If you can hear the cat, I do apologize. She's a loud, obnoxious little shit sometimes. I'm trying to get this off without damaging it too much. There it is. Little orange slip. Yes, Overwatch postcards for Actually, it's screenshots. I think screenshots or screen caps, little overviews of the maps themselves, and like you can actually use this as a postcard. It's kind of hard to see there, but do have uh do have address lines for each every single. This Hollywood, Hanamura, Ilios, Kings Row, China. Every single map's in here. Yeah, China, Numbani. I I can't pronounce stuff sometimes. Route 66. This is one of my favorite maps, and not just because I'm a you know warm-blooded American. It's just because this is a very well put together map. Had some very good matches on it. Nepal, another one of my favorite maps. Temple of Anubis, which is another great one. All of these maps are fantastic. And then the Watch Point. The Watch Point is actually probably my favorite out of all of them. It was just all of them was good maps. And one thing did love about the beta that I did experience in the beta is that there's so much storytelling done just in the environment, just in the architecture of all of the maps. It's just such a well put together beta. And as I said, the beta is pretty well the full release, just testing out the netcode. So I have very, very high hopes for this game. And I don't think we'll be disappointed, but leave this out for the time being. I'll leave that, and I'll probably listen to that soundtrack while doing other things. Uh, let's do this little art book next. Visual source book, it says. Oh, nice. Is that just as a little example here? One of my favorite heroes, Reinhardt, actually has him, like actual concept art of him, and then a breakdown of his abilities. Very nice. Very nice little visual reference. That's wonderful. And it has this for every hero. It's such as Tracer. It's got the biography. Very nice little piece of concept art. I'm trying to show that off. I'm a terrible cameraman. That's beautiful. It's actually got their actual like a little history, a little breakdown of them, concept art, abilities. Like this is wonderful. This is just a nice little touch. I said this is one collector's edition that well worth the money. Well worth it. That is amazing. That is fantastic. I can't go on about that enough. I'm not going to show you off every page, but this thing, this is nice. That's definitely one of the best goodies I think I've ever gotten out of a collector's edition. Actually, let's put that back in its slip. Yes, Cody, the source book is it's gorgeous. If we ever get together, we'll definitely check it out. It is. This is just one of the. I can't gush about this enough. One of the best collector's editions I think I've ever received. Let's get this off of here for the time being, and let's move on to the big goodie, the one that everybody wants to see. Soldier 76. Not one of my characters of choice. He's more of a standard FPS character. He doesn't fill out the roster very nicely. Not one of my favorites though. Uh, oh, I actually have to assemble them. Assembly instructions. And one quick second here, let me check that. Okay. Very nice little styrofoam packaging, very dense styrofoam. I can get it out of the box. It's a very large box. This is not a toy, it says. Remember, this is not a toy. Get this out of here, hopefully. Blizzard is emblemized on the styrofoam along with, I guess, the company that manufactures these. And then the Overwatch emblem on the back. And let's get this tape open. Trying to be very careful not to damage anything. It's a very sharp knife. You don't want to damage myself or the contents, especially not the contents. A cut on me will heal. A cut on the statue will remain forever. Still not wanting to cooperate with me. Styrofoam does intersect nicely with each other. It's very well done. There it is. I think. Oh, I haven't cut this side at all. What am I doing? There it goes. Maybe. I've completely forgot to cut that piece. There it goes. Put that back up. And oh my, it's upside down. Whoops. Oh my. The base, upon just opening, we have this. Let's go ahead and get rid of that little, well, we'll leave that actually. The base we have in the bottom here. Whoop, is styrofoam. Down here, oh god, that's it. Here's where all the weight's coming from. This is like, I'm pretty sure 75% of the box weight is just in this base right here. This thing is heavy. This thing feels like it weighs about 10 pounds. Probably not quite that much. But this, very nice. Very solid base. Listen to that. That is solid. That is very dense. Overwatch Soldier 76 Collector's Edition. Set that off right there. And then we have Soldier 76 himself. There's a lot of weight to that too. While it is plastic, I don't expect metal out of collector's editions anymore these days. But it's the amount of detail on this thing. Look at that. Look at this thing. This is amazing. It's painted to look like I think aged brass or aged copper maybe. I'm not sure. But this is very dense plastic. Little metal tabs in the bottom of his feet for him to stand on the base. Nothing moves, obviously. But this is a fantastic statue. I don't know if it's 3D printed. I do apologize for that. My headset turned itself off. But this is fantastic. That is just amazing. As I said, I don't know if it's 3D printed or molded. But it's very, very dense plastic. Very nice. There's a lot of weight to this thing. And then, upon setting it on the base, oh yeah, the instructions actually do say to spread his legs. Let's try to see if we can assemble this thing here without breaking it, hopefully. Yep. Spread his legs, set him down, and then the tension from the legs trying to get back together. That's what holds him onto the base. This is gonna definitely have to clear space for this. That is fantastic. Well, guys, that is the Overwatch Collector's Edition unboxing. Thank you so much for joining me, those of you that did. Oh, Vicky Quadrillo here. Well, I hope to see you on the battlefield, my friend. We'll see you there. Guys, thanks so much for watching.